Hello everyone. In this tutorial series, I'm going to talk about data persistence, saving and retrieving data in Unity. Saving data is something that every Unity developer has to struggle with at some point of time. By the nature of how Unity and how computers work, most of your data change is volatile. Even changes made in editor play mode are not permanent. We need to save data in order to track progress and record important values. Let me explain why we lose data in the first place. The first reason is that generally when a new scene is uploaded, Unity will destroy each game object in the previous scene. This will destroy all the mono behaviors attached to those objects, which in turn will destroy all the data. So for example, if you have a high score script in the gameplay scene and during play you have achieved a new high score of, let's say, 1000. When you go to the next scene, let's say your main menu scene, by default your high score script and your new high score will be lost forever. So the main scene has no idea of what high score you have just achieved. The second reason is how Unity apps run on your operating system. When you load your game and run it, most of the variables are loaded into the RAM or random access memory, which is a type of volatile memory. By default, when you close your game, all this memory will be freed up and your data will go back to the same state as you started. There is no way for the game to save your progress, your achievements, and your score if the data only existed on the RAM and all the changes that you made to the data happened on the RAM. In this series, I will be talking about some of the methods that you can employ to save and retrieve data successfully in your Unity projects. The problem of saving data can be broadly divided into two categories: saving data between scenes and saving data between play sessions. And we have various methods for each of these categories. Scene to scene data saving can be achieved by either using static classes, which are a special type of class which is not attached to any game object in the scene, and the static classes persist between scene load. The second method is don't destroy on load, which is a special function which stops your game object from being destroyed on every scene load. The third method is your scriptable objects. Scriptable objects can create data containers whose data will persist between scenes, and these data can also be edited and modified in the inspector. To save data permanently so that it can be used between different play sessions, you can either use player prefs. Player prefs are used to store different values permanently on your system, and they can be accessed by their unique identifiers. The second method is saving your data as a file onto your system. The third method is saving your data on a database, and the fourth method is saving your data not on the system but online into various data saving or your cloud services. In my next video, I will show you how to use static classes to save and retrieve data between scenes.